This is good stuff. It's a huge invasion of privacy, though. Wolfling's gonna take him down before I can. Get him, buddy. Get a little deer kiss for his efforts. Hey guys, it's Adam K. Swimming Bird, and welcome to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on Nintendo Switch. This is part 17, so if you missed any episodes so far, please catch up with the links down in the description. Last time, we returned to KAKARIKO Village to learn about Link's lost memories and unravel the story behind a secret Yiga plot against the Sheikah. So if you missed the exciting conclusion to that big quest line, definitely check that out. Today we are tracking down the first memory location from those photos taken 100 years ago. But before we leave the village, let's check in with Paya here. Oh, Master Link, because I wasn't there, the heirloom, our precious Sheikah heirloom. Actually, we explain everything. We're not gonna put Dorian on blast though. What? Oh, so that means the heirloom has finally fulfilled its purpose. Yep, got me a sweet sword. Thank goodness. It doesn't matter how it happened, so long as the object we have guarded preciously for generations, so long as it was able to help you out in some way, I couldn't be happier. I pray that the protection of the gods of old follows you wherever you go. And there we are. Paya got a little closure on that quest line as well. And while she's down here worrying, we can sneak upstairs and find a new entry in her diary. Must not look, must not look. So we actually read the first entry a couple episodes back, so if you missed that, I'm just gonna go through it pretty quickly here. But we have something new, some more juicy tidbits from Paya. Oop, she's trying to go sit down and write in it, so she can still move when we're reading it. She nudged me out of the way. After sleeping for ages, Master Link has finally awoken. It seems his memory is completely gone. But that hardly mattered to Grandmother. I believe this is the first time I've ever seen her quite so happy. Master Link himself looks so gallant. He is the very picture of the hero I always imagined. His blonde sideburns flow like a golden waterfall over his dignified pointy ears. He's like, I had no idea. This is good stuff. It's a huge invasion of privacy, though. And the way his hair is so perfectly parted to the side. Wow. I don't know why, but my heart won't stop beating a mile a minute. So, as we expected, Paya has a secret crush on the hero. Let's get some more character details and backstory from her. Please don't frighten me like that. Do you need something from me at this hour? Aren't you tired? I'm seeing to the upkeep of the heirloom in Grandmother's stead, paying tribute to our guardian deities. I spend my days praying so that no disaster befalls the people or the village. When I finish and take a look around, it's already almost sunrise again. But thanks to you, the heirloom has finally fulfilled its sacred purpose. I can relax a bit more now that it's gone. Oh, don't relax just yet. We want to learn a little bit more about you. Please, don't frighten me. What you doing? I'm just jotting down some thoughts. Just my boring daily affairs and such. Really, that's all it is. It's not that I secretly love you more than anyone else in this world. Is that okay with you? What's on your face? What? There's something on my face. What are you speaking of? Oh, are you perhaps referring to this crest? This symbol is a sort of talisman for the Sheikah. It wards off evil. It is customary for those with a long Sheikah lineage to have this crest inked onto their skin to honor their past. Okay. Well, it's weird to see someone so shy with a face tattoo, but goodbye for now, Paya. It's almost dawn. If you haven't slept yet, you really should. Staying up late can't be great for your health. All right, and with that, we are headed out. We've got a long road ahead. We're gonna go all the way to Mount LANAYRU in the next couple episodes, because there's something really cool there. But before we head out, we're not gonna find too many cooking pots on the road, so I'm gonna make some extra food, namely some spicy pepper dishes, because Mount LANAYRU is very cold. Even with our warm doublet, that is not gonna be enough, so we need another extra level of cold resistance. I think 2 of these should be okay. I've got an elixir and some food to help me out. I think that'll be all right. And, you know, if we do need some extra, we got these I forgot we got a bunch of sun shrooms as well. So let's just throw those in there and get another nice dish. We have so few there we go. Yeah, we have 2. I don't even have to wear my doublet if we use those, but we have so few hearts that most of that healing's not gonna be too necessary. Good day, Pikongo. He's the one, slammed the door on me. He's the one that told us about the memory location. So that's where we're headed. And we're gonna get an extra heart as well, because the monster that we're gonna have to fight to get to Mount LANAYRU is terrifying. There's actually 2 mini bosses on the way there, so it'll be some exciting battles in the next couple episodes, but at the same time, I want to make sure that we are geared up for the quest. Now, I'm just going to teleport up here, and speaking of, battling vicious monsters, we are not going to be alone. I mentioned this last time, but I'm going to scan in the Wolf Link and Midna amiibo this episode so you guys can see it. I didn't scan this back in episode 10 when we did all the other amiibos because this one works quite a bit differently. When you scan it, you get Wolf Link as a companion, as crazy as it is, and he starts out with 3 hearts, but if you play Twilight Princess HD and make progress in the Cave of Shadows, every time you save from, progressing through that, you can record how many hearts you have left, and then Wolf Link in this game will have that many hearts on him. Now, even with 3 hearts, I think this guy is pretty strong, so let's scan him in and take a look at this little pup. There he is. He's even got his shackle, so this is definitely that Wolf Link. If we ever had any other doubts, there's no other people turned into wolves that I know of, other than maybe Wolfos. Now, Wolf Link will hunt for you, so he might go after the boar and the deer here. There he goes. He's gonna just slam right into it, so he dips around and gets us some nice meat that we can get some rupees for. But he'll dip around and bite and claw at stuff. He is actually pretty good at getting in there without getting hit while you're fighting stuff. You can kind of distract the enemies, and then Wolf Link will get in and do extra damage for you. So he's a pretty good companion to have. Even with only 3 hearts, he survives for quite a while. Unless he takes a big hit from a more powerful enemy, then he should last for quite a bit of time. And he'll alert you to enemies. If you're tracking shrines, he can actually alert you and lead you to the shrines as well. So he's got quite a few features outside of combat. But if you are, trying to ride on a deer or something, he will kill it until you mount it, so you gotta be a little careful there. He also disappears in any cutscenes and things. I just got that rush room, so I figured this is a good time to enhance my new climbing gear. So that'll help out, a little extra defense. We can't do the bandana yet, and we're gonna skip that blast of fairy dust. But yeah, so Wolf Link, pretty useful. If you don't want him to get into combat with you, then you can just say, goodbye! You can just go up to him and target him, and then when you are there, you can hit A and he'll stay. So as long as you are within range of him, he'll actually stay there. If you get too far, he will run after you anyways. And then we can also whistle to get him to follow us as well. So Epona can't hear us from here. She's way off near Hateno. But yeah, you can use the whistle to help you get Wolf Link's attention, and he'll follow you with that. There's so much good stuff in here, I can't pass it up, but we're gonna hit the road. So we're heading towards Mount LANAYRU here. There's a squirrel. He only attacks certain things. It seems like he's fond of killing goats and stuff like that. So here he goes. He's gonna dip in there, and I do feel bad. He's gonna get us so much meat and stuff as we travel, but I just feel bad at him killing everything. But if you do get separated from Wolf Link, I think the reason they chose Wolf Link specifically as a companion is that unlike normal animals, he can teleport around using that little Midna Twilight teleportation. So he is useful to get up on cliffs and whatnot. Ooh, there we go. All right, I'm just doing a quick quirk puzzle. But yeah, if you get separated from him, he will teleport to you in most cases. He can't go into villages and stuff. He'll just kind of wait outside and then disappear. But unlike the other amiibo, you can scan him multiple times, and as long as he's not dead, he will be around. He'll pop up, and you can take him with you. If you do run out of heart, if he gets taken out, he'll teleport away, and then you can't scan him in till the next day. So you got to wait a little bit before you can use him again. But like I mentioned, he doesn't tend to die very often. We're gonna get a chance to test him out there in a second because grumble. You can tell Voldemort here. He's looking rather suspicious. About a year ago, I was walking along the road here at night when I suddenly saw a blinding light in the sky. When my eyes finally adjusted, I found myself looking at a shimmering object floating overhead. I couldn't look away. The next thing I knew, I was bathed in light. When I came to, I woke up in bed, covered in sweat. That's, okay. What do you think about that? Sounds like a dream. Or a nightmare. At first, I thought it was just a bad dream, but the bed I woke up in wasn't my bed. It was a bed full of liquid in an empty room, and when I looked in the corner, there was a weird glowing device. And when I touched the device, I was overwhelmed with a feeling of familiarity. When I came to, I was here. That sounds sort of familiar. What do you think about that? Does that story sound familiar? Hylian champion. Your story ends here, hero boy. So this, of course, is a Yiga assassin. Not as tough as the Blade Master we just faced off with, so he should be okay. Wolfling's gonna help out, though. So if I can get... Oh, I lost my charge. Oh, no! Knocked a little bit of health off of me, but Wolfling's getting in there. I'm gonna try to hit him with the Thunder Blade and stun him a little bit. He's pretty quick to dodge, though. Oh, man. Look out! Ah, she got me again. Yeah, you don't want to get close when he teleports. Yeah, well, you can see how much damage Wolfling does, though. He's definitely getting in there and doing a lot. Oh, man, he's getting knocked out of the way before I can even get in there and try to get him. Trying to get him to rush in on me so I can get a flurry rush, but we might be better off just trying to dodge out of the way and get him. Man, Wolfling's gonna take him down before I can. Get him, buddy. All right, well, I didn't have to do anything there. Wolfling just kept knocking into him. Usually if you you leave him alone, he'll dive in and we'll be able to get him a little bit easier. But Wolfling did all the heavy lifting for me. Thanks, buddy. And we got another vicious sickle. So I'm gonna try to collect as much ore as I can without slowing things down too much, but I do want to get that house within the next couple episodes, so I'm gonna try my best to not sneak under this. Well, Link is stuck there a little bit. There we go. Some precious rock salt. You never know. There's a chance you're gonna get a diamond or sapphire and really good stuff in any ore that you find. It's just pretty low chance. You gotta roll the dice though. Sometimes you just get salt. We gotta listen for the cork. It's popping up all over the place. Where is he? There we go. I'm just trying to grab as many of these as I can now so that, yeah, we'll be able to have more weapons later and I won't have to pick and choose so much when we find cool stuff. All right, back on the road. I really like this area over here. It's a giant field. Let's use my sickle now that we just got that. This giant field is full of wildlife. This is like heaven for Wolfling. He's gonna dash around and chase after boar and stuff like that. But you'll notice there's a lot of deer here all over the place. If I can get one of them. Hey, don't go after that. Oh my gosh, Wolfling, you mortared a fox. He went, of all the animals, he went after that fox there. That was a little sad. All right, I'm gonna have him stay because we actually want to get one of these deer. This is the one time in the game where you want to have a deer to ride around on. Oh, that one got spooked. We need one with antlers. We need a stag for sure. So I'm gonna try to head up on the cliff. That little canyon there in the center is pretty good because we can just dive down on a deer. I just heard the familiar Twilight Princess sound of Wolfling teleporting to me. So yeah, if you do get too far away from him, he will teleport to you, even if you tell him to stay, which is a little unfortunate. You gotta make sure, keep close to him if you want him to actually stay and not wander too far. Just kill the goat. Don't go after all of those, come on. I know you're having fun killing goat. He put his head down like he was like, oh, spoiled my fun. All right, you stay there. When we get on a deer, then I don't have to worry about him doing any deer biting shenanigans, but I do want to try to just drift right down on that. There we go. All right, we got a new mount. So there we go. I haven't actually showed this in this series yet, but we're riding a deer. I mentioned it before when we rode around on a bear. Let me change my clothes here though, because I want to get my better armored stuff. So there's a familiar song playing in the distance. That's our buddy we just met a couple episodes ago, Cass. He's hanging out here as well. So I don't think I mentioned, but Cass actually has a bunch of quests related to him, and if you complete all of them, there is something really good in store, or at least in my opinion. It's something I really like as a final reward for helping him out. Let's talk to this guy. A wanderer. Oh, so you heard me humming, eh? I'm Eric. I'm traveling the world on a journey of self-discovery. I'm heading for Zora's domain now, but I'm lost. I was just about to give up. That's where we're gonna head after the LANAYRU climb. But then, I heard a voice coming from the North Tower. Crossing the Rutella River would be next to impossible, though. Zora's domain? Oh. Zora's domain is home of the Zora. It's a town in LANAYRU, but crossing the Rutella River is impossible. Oh. It's a hard place to get to, so I just gave up altogether. Is there something else you'd like to ask me? North Tower? If you continue north from here, on the other side of the Rutella River, you can see a huge tower on the opposite bank. I thought I heard a voice coming from the top of the tower, but I wonder if someone's up there. Is there anything else? And then the river. Rutala River is the widest river in LANAYRU. You'd be risking your life if you tried to swim across it. If you want to go north of it, you'll have to walk patiently to Linebeck Island in the east so you can circumvent it. There's something else. So yeah, Linebeck, a nice little nod to Phantom Hourglass. See ya. All right. See ya, Eric. He's just hanging out here. If we wanted to pass the time, we could do that there. But I figured it'd be worth getting some info from him because you can even see the tower pretty close by. We are very close to Zora's Domain. I spotted a Korok pinwheel up there, but I'm not going to worry about it. We're riding our stag. So yeah, the Zora's Domain area is probably the first place most people would go if you're hunting those divine beasts and trying to complete the main story. And I feel like it probably is the one of the better places to start with because there's some good stuff there. And actually, it's my favorite of the quest, the main quest lines involving the divine beasts. Before we go on to there, let's talk to Cass here. It's starting to rain. Gotta be careful. Crown of Bone. Oh, pardon me. I didn't think anyone was around. He's playing his magical accordion. It looks like he has a couple. There's like multiple Triforces on it. Ah, I knew we'd meet again, though I never imagined it would be here. I know a song about this place. Would you like to hear the ancient verse passed down in this region? Let's hear it. Excellent. Without further ado. And each one of these little snippets he plays, if you combine all of them from all of his quests, it makes the main theme of the game. A beast that wears a crown of gold, a bone rather, prancing through the lush green. Mount the beast upon its throne, for only then the shrine is seen. Oh, I ran out of music there, sorry. I suppose the lush green could refer to this place. But what sort of beast wears a crown of bone? There's definitely a secret hiding here, but it's beyond me. May the light illuminate your path. So there we go. I preemptively grabbed my crown beast here with the crown of bone, and all we have to do is walk on there while we're riding a deer, and we have unlocked a shrine. So if we do want to come back here later, this is a pretty good spot to jump off and head towards Zora's Domain, because you can see the overlook to the side was there's a nice view of that whole region. But we're going to go in the shrine, and then we're getting back on the road, because I do want to get that first memory. The first one you get is good because you get a special reward for it. Cass might have something else here before he dips on us. Get a little deer kiss for his efforts. I get it now. The crown of bone refers to antlers, of course. That's a mountain buck. Those majestic creatures are a bit like the kings of the forest, aren't they? Your exploits here could be their own heroic song, you know. Take care, and may the light illuminate your path. So there we go. And now we're going to let this deer go. I really hope that that we don't... Oh, nope. He really loves me. He wanted me to keep going. No. Wolf Link. Leave it alone. It helped us open a shrine. Ah, there's that glow on the mountain. So tempting. But we'll head there later. So many secrets to uncover. But yeah, you can see we're so close to that tower. So it's very tempting to go in, conquer that area. But we are going to focus on going to Mount LANAYRU because it's definitely worth checking that area out. And I want to get that first memory because Impa has that nice reward for us. So this is Mezzo-Lo. And we're getting back to puzzles. Last shrine was a little bit, the quest for it was really cool, but it can be underwhelming when it's just a blessing because then you just open a chest and get your orb and everything. But now we have a fun puzzle to solve. And this is one of the ones I think of when people talk about how you have so many different solutions to all these puzzles. You can tackle them really any way you want. The ancient trifecta. So we have this little crystal here that's a switch, and if we hit it, it will spin that one pillar around on the track in the center. And we do have this iron box here. If I get close enough, we could lift it up, and there's a laser behind it that will hit the crystal as well. I really want to make sure that doesn't fall because we don't want to mess with that. I'm sure using the laser to do this is something you could do easily, but I'm gonna do a different method here. This is just the way that I had done it in the past. So I'm gonna use a bomb. Oop, balanced on my head for a second. I'm gonna put one of my bombs here, just kind of make sure it's in a good spot. And then I will blast it a couple more times with my other bombs and stuff. Just want to make sure that we can get on top of it. One more should do the trick. There we go. Okay. So the method I'm going to use here is that we have this slope, which makes me think that we're meant to throw a bomb down there and blast it. And that one is far enough over where I didn't actually blow the other bomb up, so you gotta be careful with that. If you hit your other bomb with one, the explosion, then you gotta deal with it disappearing. Ooh, man, this is a tough choice because I got multiple Thunder Blades. I'll just get rid of the Korok Leaf because we're not really gonna need that anytime soon. Typically, if you ever need a Korok Leaf, there's one handy. Okay, so we got another Thunder Blade. I might start using my other one more because then we can, not have any redundant weapons. But yeah, from here, we can just blast it with an arrow. There we go. And then I actually forgot to do, oh no, I forgot to grab the chest over there because you can pick that up with Magnesis and drop it on the switch. But there's other things you can use to hold down switches because this is gonna, go away if we step off of it. There are other things you can do to hold down a switch, and I heard, this is something I heard that I want to try. Let me see if we can do this. If we hold down, or not hold down, if we stack up 10 apples on this, then that should be enough weight to hold down a switch. But normally, you'd want to use a chest for this so you don't waste your apples. But I thought that was just a funny solution. And we are one turn off from getting to the finish. There we go. So that's why I left that bomb there. And aha, a very fulfilling Zelda chime. All right. So yeah, like I mentioned, there's so many ways to solve a lot of these puzzles. It's really funny to see, what people come up with, and using apples to press down a switch, maybe a little more unorthodox than other solutions that the game might want you to do. But at the same time, yeah, just like we can tackle the environment any way we want by climbing over stuff, we are free to drop our fruit onto switches and stuff like that. Okay, don't put any fruit on your Switch if you're playing on that console. Okay, so we're getting back to it here, and we're going to head down the other path. If you notice, yeah, there's another way to go from where we battled the Traveler, but this little side area, fun to mess around in. We can even see Mount LANAYRU way off there in the distance. It's huge, and Wolflink's actually gone because we dipped on him for a little bit there. We're going to scan him again as we run. He should pop up. There we go. But yeah, you can scan him as many times as you want. You don't need to worry about that. There's some other Koroks and stuff around here. I'm not going to bother because I want to head back to where we were going originally. But later on, if we come back here, this little area near the promenade is useful for getting some good stuff. So I'll go into that a while from now. We got yeah, there's so much stuff in this game. It's hard to not mention every little thing. I think I just heard an animal die, so that's fun. For Wolflink, it's not fun for these poor deer and little creatures. There we go. We'll speed our travels up a little bit by riding a deer. So we don't have to ride the ones with antlers unless we want to look like we're in Princess Mononoke. Ooh, that's tempting. I guess I'm probably faster actually sprinting. It just uses more stamina. But that prime meat, if we sell a bunch of that, I saw one of you guys mention in the comments the hunting minigame we did a couple episodes back. We only get a few rupees from hunting, but if you get all the meat from the deer, that is going to sell for more in the long run. So it is a good way to get money, but definitely not the quickest or easiest way to get a ton of rupees. There's better methods that we'll see as we travel around. There's a lot of other mini games in this game to check out. So here we go. We're going down this fork in the road, and that gateway there looks a lot like the one in the photograph, which we can check out here. It is. So these are all linked to memories. That looks similar, but we have to get closer to Mount LANAYRU. This is not the right gate. But yeah, the 12 memory, this is number 11, and they actually go in order. So if you really wanted to tackle all the memories and see them in order, then, sequential order, then you'd have to go all around, and some of them, there's one even that is like right up in Hyrule Castle, which you can imagine how difficult that would be to do really early on. So I'm going to do them out of order. We're just kind of going to do them as we go through and find them, naturally on our quest. But if you guys want to see, at the end we could even just like watch all of them or something. But I think it's fun to see, they're all little different scenarios that we're going to check out. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Well, I meant to drop it on one of them, but that didn't quite work out. I'm going to eat my my steak here. Man. That's what I get for trying to do some crazy magnesis stuff. Ooh, jeez. In the middle of combat. There we go. Take him out, Wolflink. Just shocked him. Ooh, this is actually a good area to use my Thunderblade. Sometimes things don't go as planned, but it is that sort of game where you drop a crate and it crushes you at times. Let me have a little acorn. I like using the acorns as the quarter heart snack. So there's all these crates. I probably don't need to bust open too many of them because I think they just have a couple rupees and stuff. But again, it's like stacking pennies in a jar. If you save up enough green rupees, eventually you can afford a 3,000 rupee house. And we got I should start using my hammer more because then we're not wasting the choo-choos that are hidden in there. Jeez. Link, yeah. Wolf Link is gonna bark and tell us, so even if I didn't notice that, big choo-choo staring me down, I do like that he does alert you. It's kind of nice that it's like, okay, if you're not really paying attention, that's okay. Wolf Link is, and he smells stuff out. Oop, look out, buddy. I don't want to crush him because we could hurt him. But again, if I want to use some of my other apples and heal him up, then apples are just one of the cheaper things, but you can give him meat and stuff like that. I think that's part of why he hunts, is because you can feed him that to get more. Oh, jeez. Look out, buddy. No, 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 no. Don't get up in the mix too much. Man, yeah, speaking of that, we're going to have to heal him in a second. What do we want to use? Let's get my sickle out here, because I'm gonna have that break pretty soon. But yeah, the enemies will attack him if I'm not around. It's just that they tend to prioritize taking me out, because they know that I'm the hero. Oh, you okay, buddy? He's teleporting around. I think he got lost somewhere. But yeah, I wanna feed him, because it's a good opportunity. I was just talking about that. There we go. Tons of apples for my little pup. There we are. So those will, do the same amount of healing as they would for me. But if he sits here and eats those, he should get enough. I think he only needs 3, so I'm going to take the rest of these and let him eat those. There he goes. But yeah, he has the same animations as the dog that you find, at the ranch and the different stables and stuff. So it is funny that, yeah, I was really hoping the dog would be another companion, but at the same time, stealing a dog from a ranch does not seem like the nicest thing to do. Okay, so he's healed. Heard a little bloop sound as he got his parts back up. There we go. I love slamming those. There's a fish stuck in the air. We got some shock arrows. All right. We're going to need those later, and they're also pretty useful to have just because, as you saw with the Thunderblade, shocking enemies is a good way to take them out. So we're at the promenade officially here. I did drop my Korok leaf, so we can't use that raft. That's okay. I'm just gonna make my way over. This is a good way if you want to get a raft lifted up, you can use that. But if you actually get it kind of stuck underneath where it like lifts it in a angle like that and it stays, if it doesn't fall, oh my gosh, Wolf Link. Then he deserves some meat for that because he took a bad hit there. Let's do a meat and a apple for him. I'm sorry, buddy. You deserve that steak. I was trying to show that if you get that at an angle and you leave it up, that's actually a really nice way, if it's raining, to have a bonfire, because it creates this artificial little slope for you to hang out on and or hang out under, and it'll keep your fire from going out. So that's a good way to be able to rest and do that sort of thing. Pass the time so that the rain goes away, because it can be really frustrating if it rains. Luckily, we got a couple hours here before the rain is gonna pop back in. I'm gonna try to make my way over this general direction, even though we got Lizalfos all over the place swimming. Wolf Link can't follow me over here, unfortunately, or at least he won't. But there is something worth finding at the waterfall, of course. Waterfall's a good source of hidden secrets in Zelda. Oh, that was his rump. I thought it was his face. Hey, he's trying to play crafty here. Get out. Oop, I didn't mean to. Let me get my sickle. There we go. She spit at me, so if you're at range and they don't have bows, they can still spit on you. All right, and we need to get up there. Let me get my climbing gear out since we got that and upgraded it. So it should help me out here. But yeah, we're heading towards the waterfall, and it's definitely worth doing. There's good stuff all over this place, but like I mentioned, I know there's a Korok down at that fountain there, but I might not go after every little one because I want to make sure we're not spending too much time on the 900 Korok seeds that we can find all over the game. But yeah, let's get our stamina back real quick. This waterfall is holding a secret, so we're gonna climb on back here. Another tip is, if you want to climb up, you can still just kind of climb diagonally and use less stamina than climbing straight up, because it does burn like double the stamina by climbing a straight, angle, which makes sense in terms of rock climbing, because it would, exhaust more stamina that way. Okay, so as you can see, the Dao Nae shrine is hidden back here, but also lots of ore. Oh, Wolflink, you made it. Okay, good. We're gonna leave you in a second because we gotta go in the shrine, but it is, yeah, it's cool to see some things never change, like hidden secrets behind waterfalls has always been a Zelda staple. And now if we need to get back here, this is a nice convenient way to teleport in. I tend to switch my gear around a lot. I like this outfit a little bit more. The climbing stuff is so useful, but honestly, I think it's one of my least favorite sets in the game in terms of armor, like looks, because it does look like Link is about to go hit the weights and, slam a Powerade at the gym. But I don't think it looks bad. It's just, yeah, I'd rather have him have the tunic and everything that he's got on. Okay, one more shrine here. We actually have enough to get our next upgrade. 3 boxes. Okay, so let's find these 3 boxes and weigh down this giant switch here. So many switches in this game that it makes it sound like I'm talking about the system. Okay, but yeah, these 3 boxes also just happen to have some treasure, so that is convenient. There's one up there. Yeah, we're getting a lot of ore this episode. I feel like we're not too far off from being able to actually buy that house. Surprisingly, it seems so expensive, especially early on. I like how that balcony there, ooh, a Zora sword. The ornamentation that adorns this blade is a traditional Zora design. It's forged from a very durable and rust-proof metal, so it's got a cool silvery look to it. Let me get rid of something here. But yeah, tough choice. I know the sickle is cool, but it's not going to last that much longer, and it is going to be something that all of those assassins drop. I'm going to get this sword. Not as powerful, but it's really cool looking. Nope, that's not it. Let's grab it so you guys can see it. We'll get in here and get a nice look at it. Look at that. It's so cool. The Zora know how to craft nice looking weaponry for sure. They're kind of, yeah, the equivalent of the elves in Zelda. So they have more elegant stuff. They also live a long time, and then of course the Goron are kind of like dwarves. So I do like these kind of spins on classic fantasy races and stuff. There we go, and that is the last box. So let's send it over and drop it down. There we go, and we have unlocked a box. It's like, yeah, you trade in 3 small boxes to get 1 big one. I'm not going to make the mistake of sliding that into me and doing a ton of damage, because we had that happen with the crate before. Can I get on? Ooh, there we go. All right, putting that at the edge so we can jump over here, and then, because we can't climb anything in the shrines to add to that challenge, we have to jump when the elevator is lowered, and then we should be able to jump right up here, and there we go. And we'll check. We got all the chests, because the little chest icon is there. All right, so it would help to go back to KAKARIKO and get my next upgrade in stamina, because we're almost at our full 2nd ring. But at the same time, I'm just gonna keep going here, because actually, I don't know, this would probably be a good place to end now that I think about it. Let's end here, because then we'll pick right up off at this shrine. I can teleport right back here. We won't lose any ground, but also then I can go back and do what I just mentioned, teleport to KAKARIKO and get another stamina vessel. So we are going to end out here. I'm going to go grab that stamina vessel. You guys have seen that before, and we'll have only 1 more chunk to go before we can get the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this. Next time we will continue down the promenade, and we're also going to bring back Wolflink for at least 1 more episode, because we have a tough foe to fight after we get the memory and head towards LANAYRU. Thanks for watching again. Please leave a like if you don't mind, and also maybe subscribe. I'll see you next time for more Breath of the Wild.